Buick GMC, Urie's Home Center, Trinity Electric, Murray Oil, Village Pizza, South Georgia Insurance Agency, Williams Brothers Trucking, Healthy Community Center, the Lisa Pierce Farmers Insurance Agency, and Omaha Building Systems. Let's go live to the field.
All right, welcome in, baseball fans. Got another edition of Pirate Baseball for you. And what a big game this will be. Appling County versus Pierce County, game number 3 of the series. Pierce County has come out on top on the first two, Mason. I know you didn't get to make the one Wednesday night, but you are here back in action for this one. Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Nice to be back in the saddle. Hate I missed a very pivotal game, too, and hostile territory, as we'll call it for now. But, no, yeah, a massive game for the Pirates. As we've said time after time, you know, we were hoping that it wouldn't, but it has come to fruition that dropping those multiple game threes early on in region play have come back to be a very important part of this region lineup and how everything's playing out for the playoffs.
And that's exactly right, as what he is alluding to is we're going to try to break this down the best we can for you, and both of us together, I think we can get the point across where everybody can understand it. But what you're looking at, let me give you the standings as we sit right now. Pierce County is atop the region at 9-4. I'm just giving you region standings, no overall record. Appling County is at 9-5. Toombs County is at 9-5. Brantley County is at 7-5. 7-5. They have a game with Tattnall today, and then they have 2 makeup games, so they will end up with the same record at some point, depending on how they do it. Vidalia at 6-7. Tattnall's 0-14, so they're not really in the equation. So here's to our best of our understanding. I told you we would get to it Friday, and here's what we know. If Appling County can come out on top today, Mason, and do it without giving up more than 10 runs, Appling County can still be your region champion. So, and that's if Toombs County also wins tonight against Vidalia. That would put 3 teams in a tie for first.
That's right. And then, so what are the levels of tiebreaker, Taff? I'm going to ask that for everybody at home because in my head, I know that Pierce County already has the series over Appling County. Appling County has the series over Toombs County. And then it gets real interesting as Toombs County does have the series over Pierce County. So that's correct. We'll all throw that in the wind, too.
Well, what your tiebreaker will be with a 3-way tie is the first tiebreaker. Of course, you can't go to head-to-head because you're in a 3-way tie. So your next one will be runs scored in the region against those opponents. So how many runs you scored against Pierce, Toombs, and vice versa for them. There you go. So that's why that 10 is an important number. We can win this game, say 10-9, and Toombs beat Vidalia. Highly likely that we're still your region champion. Or that's the way it's playing out. Now, there is another equation to all this that gets even more confusing. If Brantley County goes on to beat and wins out, if they win against Tattnall and they beat Pierce, and they went out the rest of the way,
I think Brantley County's got one against Vidalia as well. So they've got Tattnall, Pierce, then Vidalia.
So if we were to win this game and then Brantley wins out, then your 3-way tie changes. Then it's Brantley, Toombs, and Appling, which we would hold the tiebreaker over both of those as well.
That would be a better scenario for the Pirates.
That's highly unlikely. That's the scenario that you think would not happen more so than their other, but
it's still possible.
Baseball, you never know. And Brantley County's scrappy.
They are very scrappy, and I'll be honest with you, Taff, if you told me 2 months ago that Pierce County would be going for the sweep today, I wouldn't have called you crazy, and I wouldn't have called you ignorant, but I would have told you I'd just have to see it for myself.
Well, and I remember you making those comments, and I even agreed with you.
And that's not taking anything away from this Pierce County baseball team because, as we said at the very beginning of this series, it doesn't matter if one team is 23-0 and the other is 0-23. It's like the Georgia-Florida rivalry, the Duke-North Carolina rivalry. It's a high-stakes series, and anything can happen, especially when emotions are high and they're playing Pierce County against Appling County, and it goes back to where it all started, really, in 2012, and it builds on it every year after that.
That's exactly right. And what I'll say about Pierce is, last year you consider that a very down year for Pierce. Then this year we thought they were going to be young, still kind of trying to build the base. And turns out, I think they've turned out to be quite a lot better than a lot of people thought they were going to be. And now that I've seen them for 2 games, they're not a bad baseball team, and they're pretty good 1 through 9 with some decent arms.
Without a doubt, they're going to be very well coached. They're going to be very disciplined, and at the same time, they're going to do their best to execute all of the small things as they did when Greg Gay was there. Coach Evans does the same thing. They run off the same systems. They're going to try to small ball you to death and get a run here, get a run there, and then depend on that defense and their arms to get the rest done.
And that's exactly right. Looks like we're getting ready for the lineup. Do you want to go ahead and get that Pierce County lineup out of the way?
We can do that. Leading off, playing shortstop is going to be number 8, Chance Williams. Batting second, right fielder, number 5, Caden Williams. Batting third is going to be the catcher, number 20, Jonathan Stone. Heading cleanup is going to be the left fielder, number 7, Caden McGatha. Batting fifth will be the center fielder, number 6, Jones Harris. Batting sixth, the DH, number 15, Dylan Figueroa. And he'll be hitting for the pitcher, number 13, Jackson Harris. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 30, Cole Royer. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 11, Emmett Hall. And rounding out that Pierce County lineup will be second baseman, number 3, Braxton McCook.
All right, looking at the Pirate lineup. Colin Ewalson's going to lead things off for the Pirates. He'll be on the mound today. Grayson Hall will be in the 2 spot out at shortstop. Jason Griffiths is going to move over to second, dealing with a little bit of arm issues, as y'all heard in that game Wednesday night. Batting cleanup will be NJ Nance. He's out in center field. Nate Livingston will be in the 5 spot behind the plate. Landon Anderson still in the 6 hole. He's at the hot corner at third. J.E. Sykes will be in the 7th spot, be in the DH for Jack Carter, who will be out in right field. Caden Walls will be patrolling left field. He's in that 8th spot. And 9th, to end things up and to flip it back over to the top, will be Isaac Edenfield, and he's over at first base. So it looks like we're getting ready for a national anthem. We will let them do that. We'll all stand up, and then we'll take a short break. We'll come back, be ready for the first pitch. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Play ball! Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uri's.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appling County Probate Judge. Appling County has always been my home. The Appling County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appling County resident. The Appling County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appling County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appling County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate.
Identify yourself. WUFE and W244CR. Baxley.
I like them even better now!
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
All right, welcome back as the national anthem's just now finishing up. And I got to say, that's got to be one of the best renditions of the national anthem I think I've ever heard. Maybe some Chris Stapleton or somebody else, but that's about as good as it gets. All right, now Colin Ewaldson's going to be on the mound, getting his warm-up pitches. Looking at what I am looking at, you will see the Pirates in their red tops with the black letters, black numbers, white caps with the red bills, white pants, and a red stripe down them. Pierce County's in a little bit different jersey tonight as they got the white pants with the gray tops, with the gray numbers and the blue outlines, blue helmets, and the black hats. I don't think that's the one that they wore Tuesday night, but I could be mistaken. My memory is not the best in the world. Beautiful day for baseball. I'm sure if you're Masters fans or golf fans or baseball fans, you know in the Southeast the wind has been blowing like crazy today. If you watched any of that Masters golf tournament, it was rough on them out there, and it's going to be rough on both of these teams here today as that wind or that flag out in center field is whipping in the wind, blowing straight out. Every now and then it shifts and starts going into right center. If anybody can get one up in the air towards that right center field or center field in general, it may can carry for a while as Nate Livingston is going to throw it down to second, and we are ready to go. So I believe this leadoff hitter is going to be Williams. First pitch is going to miss, 1-0. Chance Williams. Colin comes back with a fastball on the inner half. Starts it right on the edge. And it finished on the edge, 1-1 now. That one's going to be swung on and fouled off out of play, and Ewaldson jumps ahead. It's 1-2 now. And Mason, I was talking about as this pitch is being delivered, 1-2 breaking ball, a little bit up in the zone, 2-2. I was talking about that national anthem, and I don't know who that was. I thought you might could help me. That's one of the best renditions I've heard.
Seen them numerous times, Taft. Actually sang it in my church one time as that fastball fouled off right over our heads. If I'm not mistaken, it's 3 sisters or 2 sisters and a cousin. If anyone is listening to me, listening to us, and y'all know the name of a trio, hit us with it as that fastball misses up in the zone for ball 3.
Give them a little bit of credit, give them a shout out, because that was excellent.
For sure.
But now 3-2's to count as the wind gets a little gust going. Fouled out what I thought was off of his foot, but I guess he just missed it towards the Pirate dugout, and we'll do it again at 3-2.
And yes, we go ahead and apologize for this wind. As I do not believe we're going to be able to control much of anything when it comes to that. It's Colin Ewaldson, fastball up in the zone. It's popped up, going to stay in play. The wind is having a time with it, and the wind took it back towards the line, and Isaac Edenfield came up empty. So giving Chance Williams another life here. He's already seen 7 or 8 pitches here from Ewaldson.
That ball is not in far into foul territory, but we mentioned the wind could play a pivotal role in this game, and it already has. Is that the ball that you would like to see caught? But in Edenfield's defense, for that wind is making it dance.
It sure is.
Now, that one's going to be popped up over our head. We'll do it again as Chance Williams has made Ewaldson throw 8 pitches already.
He has. And, yes, this wind is here in Baxley, Georgia, and then you've got a field of golfers struggling with it about 3 hours away from here.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. That one is right down the middle, dropped by Livingston. He's going to have to throw it down to first. He does so. Edenfield pulls it in for out number 1.
So after a very long first at bat of the game, Colin Ewaldson is victorious over Chance Williams in way of a swinging strikeout. It's going to bring up Caden Williams for his first plate appearance of the afternoon. Fastball misses down in the zone for ball one. You're just joining us. 0-0, top half of the first. 1 ball and no strikes to Caden Williams. 1 out, top half of the first.
Spike that one off the top of the plate. It's 2-0.
If you're listening to us as well, you've still got plenty of time to make it out to the ballpark. A few seats available, not many.
Yeah, very good crowd already.
Food smells good, not too hot, not too cold.
That one's right down Broadway, and it's 2-1.
2 balls and 1 strike here to the right fielder, Caden Williams.
That one's going to be popped up, and let's see what the wind does with this. As Nate tries to catch it, and it falls harmlessly to the ground.
As this wind is having its way with the fly balls so far, as that's 2 that you would label as routine pop-ups in foul territory that 9 times out of 10 the Pirates are able to collect and corral for outs. But it's been the story of this week, and I'd say the past 2 weeks, Taft, just giving teams extra opportunities, extra outs, whether it be situations like that or errors in the field.
In this scenario, extra pitches, as that one's going to be popped up and out of play.
And speaking of extra pitches, same thing the Pirates had on their mind against Cole Royer Tuesday night. I'm sure Pierce County has it in their agenda, and it's been drove into their noggins since they knew Colony Watson was throwing. We're going to work Colin just as Caden Williams continues to do. Fouls that fastball off right behind home plate, but work that man's pitch count. We want Colony Watson out of that game as quick as we can.
And I think we're about 15 pitches in. I don't believe I've seen a changeup yet. That might have been one there.
Changeup or slider motion, but definitely did not have a good feel for it there. And I know it's only 60 feet, 6 inches Taft, but this wind will do some crazy things with that ball as well. As that fastball misses outside for ball 4, and we get a very late appeal that has not been recognized yet still. So I guess we just pass it off and say that we don't need it, or it wasn't that important. One of the first times I've seen that happen. So that's going to bring up catcher Jonathan Stone. 1 out, runner on first.
Fastball elevated, misses, 1-0. Swing and a miss, now 1-1. So 1-1, conservative lead over at first for Williams. Very good speed. We've seen that in the previous 2 games. Swung on, foul back into the net, 1-2.
Thank you. So they were so kind enough to come up and give us that information themselves, as we would like to give a warm, great job to the Voices of Genesis as Colony Watson attempts to pick off over at first. Williams back in safely, but Voices of Genesis, Miss Joy, Miss DJ, and Miss Christian did a wonderful job. If you were here and didn't have chills on your arms, you might have just had a jacket on.
Oh, they was probably under there. I showed them to you while it was going on.
Without a doubt.
And that don't happen very often, but they were there. That one's fouled back into the net, 1-2.
Very passionate national anthem. So 1-2 here to the 3-hole hitter Stone.
Pierce has done an excellent job at battling right now, making Colin throw a ton of pitches in this inning. As he does it again, fouled back into the net.
As I know Williams was off on that pitch, but that was a very strategic hold there from Colony Watson, mixing up his looks, mixing up the rhythm that he goes to the plate in. Because I guarantee you, Coach Evans and Coach White standing right there at third and first will pick up on that Both of them usually carry around that stopwatch, and more than likely when they bring it out, it is to time Colony Watson from home.
There's that good-looking off-speed pitch, and it's in there for a called strike, and that'll be out number 2.
When I say home, but from pitcher's mound to home, when he comes sets, how long he comes set, or is he in a rhythm of coming set, A, B, to the plate, coming set, 1, 2, to the plate. And that's where you see base runners steal bags on the pitcher. But nonetheless, Caden McGath steps in the box, 2 outs.
That one's going to miss upstairs. Colin seems to be struggling with that breaking ball early on.
Does not have a very good feel for it so far. And we know Colin usually has a rougher first inning than every other inning.
Right at the knees down the middle, 1-1.
Very good looking fastball there from me, Watson. Good tilt to it. Was able to get on top of that pitch. But yes, if we get a very smooth sailing top half of the first here, very good pickoff move. Pretty close, but Williams did get back in.
He did, but even a move like that will at least keep you honest.
Without a doubt. It'll make you think twice about stealing.
One to McGath. Runner on the way to second. Throw into second is a short hop. Good job by Dason to pick it up. But he's in there safely.
And that ball was on track to be a great long hop, and almost when it touched the ground there, probably 6 feet behind the pitcher's mound, it didn't propel it like you usually see it do. It almost slowed it down. So Williams was able to get in head of the tag. 1-2 here to Jonathan Stone. Top half of the first. Score 0-0.
Swung on and missed in the dirt. Livingston's going to have to throw it down to first, and he does so. And the first time in this series, Mason, that Pierce County didn't jump out on top in the first inning.
That is a great thing to see there, Taff, and hopefully Appleton County gets started pretty quick here in the bottom half, but heading there, 0-0. Colony Watson had to throw a few more pitches than he would have liked to, but still a goose egg in the column there as we're heading to the bottom half of the first. 0-0 here in Baxley, Georgia. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back. Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
See Rinse and Rinse Insurance, South Main Street in Baxley, or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Let's go for a slice. Village Pizza in Baxley has the best pizza around. Everybody knows that, but did you know they've also got a variety of delicious cheese sticks, fresh sandwiches, and barbecue and hot wings? Why not treat yourself to the lunch buffet? It's chock full of just about everything your heart and stomach desires, and it's available from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. They've got a party room in the back, perfect for birthday parties and meetings. Village Pizza on North Main Street in Baxley, open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Give Village Pizza a call, 912-367-9851.
All right, welcome back. The leadoff man for the Pirates, Colin Watson, steps in.
Going to be the first one to greet Mr. Jackson Harris. He gets to start in Game 3 for Pierce County.
We have seen Harris in this series. As that pitch misses outside, 1-0. He came in Wednesday night, pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts.
So was able to keep the Pirates at bay.
Right on the inner half, 1-1 now.
Yeah, funky arm angle. Little more
good hook.
Yeah, more unorthodox than you usually see. I can only think of 1 to 2 guys off the top of my head that we've seen this year that would be even close to him.
Pretty good swing by Cullen, but fouls it back off into the net. And if Cullen can get one up in the air like he did in game 1 of this series.
That wind is whipping in favor of Mr. Ewaldson.
Of any lefty that gets in this box, especially Colin Ewaldson, who typically in the years past liked to push the ball, but this year he's turned into more of a pull hitter.
He has.
And that one almost caught his kneecaps, 2-2.
Yeah, definitely hitting for more power than we've been used to out of Colin, but you'll never complain about that, especially coming from a leadoff hitter that has a very good eye and very good on-base percentage, too. Add a little power to the equation.
And the fastball is going to catch the edge as Colin watches it go by for out number 1.
And you may hear this Pierce County student section behind us. They are just as rowdy as the Athlone County fans, as it's a very packed house tonight. It's going to bring up Grayson Hall, 1 out.
Breaking ball swung on, hit into the 5-6 hole. Going to be a tough play out there for Williams. Throws it across, short hop to first baseman, and Hall's going to be safe. As the first baseman couldn't pick that one up. We'll absolutely take the E6.
We sure will. Anything to help us out is past a week or so. Pirates have not been firing on all cylinders as we were coming into this Pierce County series. And that wind is gaining speed as we speak. Jason Griffiths in the box now. Grayson Hall at first, and 1 out.
Starts Griffiths off with a breaking ball. Pretty good pitch. Might have got a little bit of help there.
Yes, sir, as that one must have wrapped around the inside corner there. Didn't quite make it back.
And it's good to see Dason in the box as he missed his last at-bat over in Pierce County the other night.
Yeah, good to see him back in action tonight. Hopefully everything's good with that arm.
Like a change-up in the dirt, 2-0.
That it did.
And if you've got a mix of 3 pitches, that makes him a little more dangerous, I believe.
That it does. So decent fastball from a very weird arm slot. And then you said a good breaking ball, and then we'll mix in the changeup a little there as well.
That one catches the outside corner. And it's 2-1.
I'd like to give a shout out to our student section who, for the first time this year, have backed the trucks up along the right center field fence, and we're going old school here like they do in softball.
They took a page out of Pierce County's book over there as they were doing the same thing. And
that they do. Is I remember several buddies that played behind me in left field used to catch heck. They would have a family heritage history from Ancestry.com on them left fielders, and sometimes the center field.
So 2-2 to count. And good stop by Stone behind the plate. Keeps that one from getting to the backstop. And it's a full count.
And talking about a tough young man, he took a beating Tuesday night.
He sure did.
Wore it like a champion and continued to play on through. So 3-2 here at Dason.
Breaking ball swung on, hit out in the center field. That ball was not hit well at all, but the wind just got behind it and pushed it all the way to the center fielder.
Yeah, it did. Kind of out on his front foot, more or less that 2-strike defensive swing. Kind of flipped the barrel at it, and yes, the wind definitely assisted it. That ball usually is a little flare over the infield and drops in between the cut of the grass and the center fielder, but it kept carrying right on to Jones Herring.
Which is exactly what I thought that was going to be off the bat.
Yeah. So in steps N.J. Nance for his first plate appearance. Grayson Hall still at first.
Breaking ball right around the belt, 0-1.
Pretty generous call there. That breaking ball, I thought it was caught on the belt above the ceiling when it crossed. But yes, like you said, it was caught at the belt. So if that tells you anything, cross letters are a little higher.
Low and away, 1-1. Been fairly consistent so far in the inning. I thought Pierce, we had a call today. Well, I guess the quick way to say it is I've seen two pitches that I really thought was questionable.
And each one went 1-for-1, one for Applin, one for Pierce. As that breaking ball is chopped, third baseman Royer cuts it off, and he is not able to get a throw off. It came a long ways to get that ball, and either looked up and saw that N.J. Nance was extremely close to first base or had a problem getting it out of his glove. But either way, it would have been a very tough play for Royer, as Nance moves extremely well.
I don't think he was going to throw him out if he gave it a shot.
So an infield single for N.J. Nance with 2 outs is going to extend this inning. Give Nate Livingston an opportunity to drive in Grayson Hall, who's now in scoring position at second base. 2 outs, bottom half of the first. Score 0-0. Pirates have a little something cooking here with 2 outs.
Good bit outside there, 1-0. If that pitch missed by about 8 or 9 inches.
I was going to say a foot, so we were right there together. 1-0. Livingston ahead in the count.
It's a 2-out hit would loom large.
That's one thing the Pirates haven't did much of this year, and that's come through in the clutch with their backs against the wall in situations like that, as Nate Livingston fouls that fastball over the first base dugout. Evens the count up at 1-1 strike.
Had a couple of coaches in my short baseball career that's all they preach. 2-out hits win baseball games. And it's cliche, but it's so very true.
Very true.
Breaking ball way outside, 2-1.
Good job by Nate recognizing that breaking ball early and letting it continue to travel. As rule of thumb, if that breaking ball starts on the outside corner, no chance it's going to be a strike.
And if you can get one in the grass with Grayson Hall's speed out on second, you like a chance to put a run on the board. And that one's going to be popped up out of play, and just did miss a patron over here. I've been watching golf, as I said, patron.
That's right. Watching a lot of Masters, as we just got done with March Madness, and we'll move right into the Masters. So we are some sports lovers here. 2-2 here to the Pirate catcher.
Lined over the shortstop's head and into the left center field gap. Grayson Hall getting the go sign. He's going to score easily. N.J. Nance is sliding into third safely. And it is 1-0 Applin County.
1-0. Nate Livingston is able to move up to second there on the throw from the center fielder into the cutoff man. And also, we were just speaking of those clutch 2-out moments, and Nate Livingston hurt us. Came through with a very big one there, and Landon Anderson's going to be stepping into the box with another huge opportunity here with 2 outs to go ahead and throw up a crooked number here in the bottom of the first. This would be huge for the Pirates.
That it would, as Landon's a bat for the Pirates that has gotten better and better as the year has progressed.
We know the young man possesses a lot of pop. Was out on his front foot a lot to begin the year, but has fixed that tremendously.
And a little bit out front of a fastball there. May have been a changeup, but nonetheless, swing and a miss.
Yeah, I think it was actually a changeup, as he was definitely out in front. That head flew out. So he was looking down the left field line. So 0-1 to Anderson.
Breaking ball swung over the top of it. 0-2.
And 2 here to Landon Anderson, Pirate third baseman. Runners at second and third. Applin County has a 1-0 lead.
Pitch is going to be hit into center field. Center fielder battling the sun, camped out under it. He pulls it in for out number 3. Not before the Pirates strike for one on 2 hits and take a 1-0 lead into the top half of the second. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley, or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Are you ready to make the change to a career that empowers you to make a difference? Georgia Allied Health Institute in Hazelhurst is training students for high-paying, in-demand jobs that matter. They offer programs including patient care technician, ultrasound technician, phlebotomy technician, dialysis technician, medical assistant, and certified nursing assistant. They also offer a prep course for RN students who need to prepare for the NCLEX. Give Georgia Allied Health Institute a call today, 770-370-7686, or visit them online at alliedhealthinst.com.
All right, welcome back. As that first pitch is going to miss, 1-0 to Jones Heron. Heron had a good night in Pierce County. As that one's going to stay in play. And that wind, goodness, that wind is, and that's something that comes with experience and comes with baseball IQ.
I was talking about how far the wind moved that ball.
That it is, but that is the third one now in not even 2 innings. If you're an infielder, you've got to know which way the wind is blowing, because that fastball misses up in the zone, tips off the end of Livingston's glove. But, yes, that's part of making those in-game adjustments that will help you out a lot down the road, and even just as soon as an inning later. Fastball is in there on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jones Heron. Fastball skipped it about 59 feet. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Bears center fielder. A little chopper hit foul down the third baseline. But yeah, you've already seen it happen twice. What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's right. That one's going to miss up in the zone to Heron. And nothing new for him in this series, as he's been on base quite a few times. Going to bring up the DH, Dylan Figueroa. So Figueroa must be popular in the Pierce County fan base, as they got loud for him. So nobody out, top half of the second. 1-0, Appleton County leads. Figueroa squaring around a bunt, pulls it back as that fastball misses up in the zone for ball 1. We're doing our best to keep the wind out of these mics. That we are. Squares around, pulls it back, little slap swing, hits it out into the left field. Caden Walls. You can see at his feet, he wasn't sure what that ball was going to do, but he pulls it in. That he does. And, yes, you cannot take any fly ball for granted tonight, as you've got to hustle it out on both ends, because we've already seen 3 in foul territory that usually are caught for outs that were able to fall to the ground. So it's going to bring up Cole Royer. 1 out, top half of the second. Jones Heron at first. Throws the fastball by him there, swing and a miss, 0-1. And Royer had 2 hits Wednesday night and an RBI to go along with it.
Aaron getting a little more aggressive with that lead at first.
Right at the knees, called for a strike, 0-2. And that's what we need to see out of Collins, especially for the next couple of innings. Pierce has done a good job of getting that pitch count up.
They sure have. And that's the Colony Walton we know right there, doing a very good job of what those pitchers call the last 10%, and that's really helping him get on top of that fastball, throw it on that downhill plane, and all 3 of those to Royer were just that. Fastballs at the knees. 2 were swung on, 1 watched. Nonetheless, the second out. And
make that 4.
Continuing with his ways is Colony Walton. Fastball by Emmett Hall for strike 1. 0-1, 2 outs to Jones Heron, still at first base, 1-0 Pirates.
Now, we've seen this with Collins in the past. That one's right down the middle, 0-2.
That we have, and it's like we were talking about, even though he threw up a goose egg in the top half of the first, we usually have 3 to 5 outs that are bumpy. And then once he settles in, you just hope you got runs in the first inning, is all I can say.
Once he gets in a groove, if history tells us anything, he gets going, and he usually hangs there for a while.
That he does. Gets stronger as the game goes on. I'd say pound for pound, one of, if not the strongest athletes on this baseball team. Changeup had a ton of movement.
Sure did. I thought it was a breaking ball.
I did too, but that ball fell off the table, running away from Emmett Hall.
Swung on and missed, and that's out number 3, and we get the Tiger Woods fist pump. There we go. From Colony Walton as he comes off the mound there. And that'll be out number 3, and we'll go into the bottom half of the second. Appleton County leading 1-0. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Hey y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton and I approve this message.
All righty, welcome back, Pirate fans. Heading into the bottom half of the second, we are here. J.E. Sykes leading things off for the Pirates.
And what a night J.E. Sykes had Wednesday night in Pierce County. Let me get my stats pulled out here.
As J.E. is facing an 0-1 count as he swings through that fastball in the inside corner.
J.E. was 3 for 4 in his last appearance against the Bears. That one misses 1-1. And not only was it just at the plate, Mason, but I was impressed with J.E.'s base running. He hustled one out down the first base line that he beat out that he shouldn't have. Stole second one time and then stole third. Just had an all-around very good game as that one's in there for a called strike.
Very aggressive. And, yes, he has been swinging the bat much better in the past 2 weeks, I would say. And you like to say it with the team, you like to say it with players, but it's all about getting hot at the right time. Breaking ball. Just missed outside. Good eye there from J.E. As I probably would not take that one again if he throws it there. Try to spoil it.
I think it was off the plate, but that's too close to leaving the umpire's hand.
For sure. 2-2.
As he has to duck out of the way of that one, and we got a full count. A leadoff walk would be nice here.
Yes, sir, sure would. So working the count here a little, making Jackson Harris throw a few pitches. How many pitches did he throw Wednesday night, Tal?
Give me just a second, and I'll see if I can figure that out. And that fastball catches the outside corner, and that'll be strike 3. And Sykes was down looking. .29 pitches.
So down on strikes is Sykes. That's going to bring up Caden Walls.
That ball is definitely off the plate a little bit, but he's painting it right there. So
he is.
He's getting that call in, rightly so.
Harris has a little late movement, too. Got that two-seam action.
He started to call that one a strike, but he changed his mind 1-1 as it was just under the knees.
It was under the knees, but that is one of those pitches. If you've been painting the corners like Harris has and you throw it there, if you get the strike call, that is great. And if you don't, you know you've got it in your back pocket to go there again. And same exact pitch as the first one. Caden Walls takes it for strike 2.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1-0 score. Appleton County leads. Breaking ball just did get it off the end cap, stays alive.
Caden Walls, one of the youngsters on this varsity baseball club this year. He did a very good job out there in left field, coming in on the mound when we've needed him, and held his own in the box as well. Very impressed. Didn't know a whole lot about the kid coming into this year, but he sure has impressed me.
That he has, and he's going to foul that one off into the net.
Caden Walls doing what that top half of the Pierce County lineup did to Collin in the first inning and spoiling a few good pitches.
Breaking ball in the dirt and a great eye. As this is the type of at-bat he had in Pierce County Wednesday night. Did a great job battling, fouling pitches off. And even if the stat book don't show that you get on base, those things do affect the game.
2-2 here to Walls.
Lined out in the center field, and that's going to be down for a base hit. And that's an excellent at-bat by Caden Walls.
Continues to impress. Walls continues to get better. And that's just maturity in the box half. Spoiled 2 or 3 very good 2-strike pitches there from Harrison. Took a fastball that thought he was going to have a hard time with and was able to get on top of it and line it off back through the middle. Just fell short of the center fielder for a single about 15 minutes ago. So this has probably changed by now, but got a score update by Delia. It's leading Toombs in the bottom of the second, 2-0. So not what the Pirates need there. As that fastball misses down in the zone, skips off the plate, and Stone's able to keep it in front of him. 1-0. Walls with a minimal lead at first.
That one looked to be up in the zone, but he got the call. 1-1.
Up and in. See it. Crossed in the belt around the navel area. As we cannot directly see how far in it was, as we're not behind home plate, but nonetheless a called strike.
As he went to duck down out of the way of a high fastball, didn't bring the bat with him, and it's going to hit the bat and be a foul ball.
That it is, and that's just unfortunate. Pretty bad luck there. Is from about 6 or 7, you're taught to take that bat with you if you're ducking and going down, and for that reason right there. So instead of 2-1, it is 1-2 here to Isaac Edenfield, holding down first base this afternoon for the Pirates.
Breaking ball up in the zone, and it's 2-2. As yes, this Pirate team is huge Toombs County fans today.
Massive Toombs County fans. And that Vidalia Toombs series, as we've stated beforehand, is very similar to this Appling Pierce series. Anybody can win.
Stone snow cones that one and keeps it from going to the backstop. And had that ball not been fouled off earlier, that might have been ball 4. So the payoff pitch here to Isaac Edenfield, outside, and that'll be a walk, and that's going to put runners at first and second for the Pirates with 1 out, and the leadoff man, Colin Ewalton. We're talking about the Toombs and Vidalia game. This Pirate team just has to focus on the job at hand and winning this one first and foremost.
Yeah, we really need to win tonight. We've got to do our part and get past this very tough Pierce County baseball team and at least take 1. And then we'll worry about the other.
As that fastball is a called strike on the inside corner.
That was easily 5 to 6 inches inside. Almost hit Collins' back knee. But home plate umpire called it a strike. 0-1 here to Ewalton.
Breaking ball. Collins swings under it. 0-2.
So down in a 0-2 count. As this seems to be a very comfortable count for Collins.
It does. A lot of times he works it back to a full count. As that breaking ball breaks around the plate, 1-2. Pierce County faithful didn't like it, but I think they got a little help on the first one.
I do too. That breaking ball did not make it in the back door, wrapped around the outside part of the plate.
So 1-2. Catcher sets up outside corner. Same exact spot. Now 2-2.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
And just as we said, Colin fell behind 0-2. He worked it back even.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Runners at first and second with 1 out. And Colin hits one high out into right field with a wind. Keep it fair. As that ball went out of the ballpark, but foul. What are we calling? We don't know.
And calls it a foul ball. As we did not have a very good angle, but from the reaction, I believe everybody's arguing that it may have wrapped around that light pole, but foul pole. But you see a little questioning from the Appling County coaching staff, but nothing crazy.
Hayden Walls out on second. He sure thought it was fair.
He did. And McCraney has probably just as good of a look as anybody. He was signaling home runs, so take that for what it's worth, but called a foul ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
As that ball is hit hard to the first baseman, and what a play by him to even catch that ball, much less get the put out.
Yeah, very good play there by him. Hall really didn't have a choice. He was going to catch that ball or it was going to catch him, if you know what I mean. Colin Ewalton hit a line drive, just got a little more top man on it than he wanted and had very, very tough top spin, and it short hops Emmett Hall there at first base. He was able to kind of bunny hop and let it creep into his stomach area where he smothered it and got to first for the out. But the runners do move up 90 feet, second and third. 2 outs, Grayson Hall in the box.
As he's going to pop this one up on the infield. Second baseman's calling everybody off. And he's going to pull it in for out number 3. And the Pirates leave him stranded at second and third. And Pierce County may have caught a break. It's hard to say from our angle. Could have been a 3-run homer by Ewalton, but umpires say it was not. So we'll go into the top half of the third. 1-0's your score. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
All right, welcome back as that pitch is going to be hit out in the left field for a base hit. Now with a 9-hole hitter, McCook. And got to be Pierce County's first hit on the night. First pitch was a fastball that missed down in the zone. Second one was a fastball in the zone, and McCook made Walton pay for that one as he lined it in the left field for a leadoff single. And that's going to flip the lineup back over to Chance Williams, who struck out in his first plate appearance, but man, did he make Colony Walton throw a ton of pitches. Swung on and missed by Williams. And that Toombs County Vidalia score is now 5-0 in favor of Vidalia. That's no good. That is not, as Vidalia is still in the top half of the fourth, and they're threatening some more. And they're doing this off of Brantley Upshaw. Brantley Upshaw already at 83 pitches through 3 2/3. Not what you wanted to see as a Toombs County Bulldog or a Pirate fan. That pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play. Ricochets off the light pole and actually comes back in play. As it would be a high likelihood that that could run your Appleton County Pirates all the way to a 3 seed. And we would be on the road from the get-go. You would, after controlling the region all year, but that's what happens when you drop games that you shouldn't necessarily. Fastball around the letters, 1 and 2. And the 3 seed would run into Jeff Davis in the second round. That it would, and then if you're able to beat a very healthy and very good Jeff Davis baseball team, it would not get any easier from there, as slider from Walton catches Williams off guard, and he watches strike 3, so that's assuming Jeff Davis handles business against Worth County today, which they've already took the first game in the series. That they did, and they're playing a double header today, aren't they? They are. So it would either be Jeff Davis or Worth, in all likelihood. Caden Williams steps in, 1 out. Good breaking ball, catches the corner, 0-1. Top half of the third. 1-0 still in favor of Appleton County. Braxton McCook, the lone runner at first base. Not sure where that one missed, but it must have been up. 1-1. Up and out a little. I just caught the tail end of it. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Straight back into the net. Foul. And it's 1 and 2. breaking ball that Appleton County wanted, but I do agree it missed up in the zone there. If you're going to call that pitch a ball, you've got to call it for both sides the entirety of the game, but I do agree with the call.
So 2-2 the count. Change up swung on and missed. And we're going to snap a throw behind the runner at first. Nothing happening.
And it hit off the end of Edenfield's glove and luckily trickled just a few feet away from first base. Stayed on the infield, but Caden Williams goes down swinging on what looked like a changeup. That's going to bring up Stone. 0 for 1 on the afternoon with the strikeout. McCook with a minimal lead at first.
Going to be hit out into right center field. Jack Carter is giving it a go. And he's going to catch it on a full sprint. As the wind was playing with that baseball, too, and Jack Carter lost the hat, kept his sunglasses, and outstretched the left arm all the way, made the catch. And if he didn't make that catch, it is definitely a tie baseball game. Jonathan Stone could possibly be standing only 90 feet away. So great play there from Jack Carter, ranging deep into the right center gap to keep this game 1-0 in favor of Appleton County. Heading to the bottom half of the third. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley, Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Play ball!
Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden Miles West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
All righty, welcome back here to the bottom half of the third. 3-4-5 due up for your Pirates. Jason Griffiths to lead things off here. Jason flew out to the center fielder in his first at bat. Fouls that fastball off right into the backstop. No balls and one strike to the Pirates' second baseman tonight. Usually plays shortstop, but just making sure everything is good and intact with that arm. Do not want to push it to the limits tonight. Jackson Harris wanted a new ball and got one, so we're back in action now.
That one's going to hit Dason in the shoulder.
The leadoff base runner for the Pirates is not necessarily the way you want to do it, but the Pirates sure will take it. Going to bring up N.J. Nance, who got on with an infield single in the bottom half of the first to extend that inning, which allowed Nate Livingston to drive in the only run of the game so far.
See if he might be squaring around a bunt here. He does. And he was going to try to get a hit out of that. He was a sacrifice.
That's right. So squared around very late. I'm sure that Pierce County was on top of it as Royer was crashing hard. So 0-1 here to N.J. Nance. 1 for 1 on the afternoon. 1-0 if you're just joining us. Bottom half of the third here in Appleton County. Pirates do lead it. NJ's going to square early this time, and a breaking ball right under it as they snap a throw behind Jason at first, but nothing happening if he's in there safely head first.
That he is NJ was just a little confused with the breaking ball there from Harris. Kind of lunged out instead of letting the ball come to him. So 0-2 very quick.
As NJ's very quick hands fouls that one off. So still 0-2 the count. 3-step lead for Griffiths over at first. Breaking ball line towards the second baseman. He picked it up on a short hop. Goes across, goes all the way to the dugout. And Nance is going to be safely, but they do get the lead runner in Griffiths.
That they do. So get the front end of it, but do not get the back end. As that ball was tapped off the end of the bat to the second baseman, Cook, who did a good job of staying down on it there. They got the one they wanted. Very tough ball to turn two on, especially when you've got Nance running.
And he did a good job to pick that ball. That was a tough hop on McCook.
That it wasn't coming off of the end of the bat. Probably had some pretty wicked spin. We bring in Nate Livingston.
1-for-1 as he spins out of the way, but it's still a called strike, 0-1. And Livingston does hug the plate. One in the dirt. And let's give Stone some credit behind the plate. Man, he's played a great defense behind the plate for Pierce County.
Yeah, Jonathan Stones did a very good job behind the plate, doing all of the things that do not show up in the scorebook, saving runs, saving bases. Just a lot goes unsaid and undocumented.
That pitch is going to be hit off the hands out towards McCook. The second baseman, right fielder, calls him off last minute and comes in and has to make a sliding catch.
So not ideally how you'd like to see that develop and end, but nonetheless, Pierce County does get the outs for the second one here in the bottom of the third. That's going to bring up Landon Anderson. Flew out to the center fielder as well in his first at bat. Two outs, bottom of the third, 1-0, Appleton County. That breaking ball misses outside. NJ Nance, the lone Pirate runner on at first base. Low scoring affair so far.
One on popped up into left field. Wind is moving it around. Center fielder comes over. That is Herron, and he's able to make the catch for out number 3. Pirates still going to lead it 1-0 going into the top half of the fourth. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
With over 17 years working in the courthouse, Gretchen Bailey has gained the trust of folks in Appleton County. She knows that every case, every family, every decision matters. Re-elect Gretchen Bailey as your probate judge. Make your voice heard on Tuesday, May 21st. Let's keep her experience, her knowledge, her wisdom, and her understanding that she has earned over the years working for us. Let's keep the probate court in her capable hands. This message paid for by the candidate.
I'm Gretchen Bailey, and I approve this message.
You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back. Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Welcome back, Caden McGatha, the batter, who swung the bat very well Wednesday night in Pierce County. 0 for 1 tonight, though, and he sees the first pitch breaking ball in there for a called strike, 0-1. And that one's going to be hit into the 3-4 hole and into right field for a base hit.
So good piece of hitting there from Caden McGatha. Starting out the top half of the fourth with a leadoff base hit.
So Heron, the left-handed hitter, is going to square around the bunt. Pulls it back, misses up, 1-0.
Jones Heron ahead in the count. Another fastball that misses up and in. Jones Heron 0 for 0 on the day. Walking his first at bat.
Hit and run as Grayson Hall is going to come across and field that. Throws it across the first in time for out number 1.
What a lot to unpack there. Yeah, as that was a very timely hit and run, and Jones Heron did his part. Hit a ground ball back up the middle. Actually caught a piece of Colony Walton's glove. Deflected it just enough to right where Grayson Hall was. And Mason was stepping, and Grayson Hall made 2 more steps over to cut it off. Had a very good angle, finished off the back end, but McGatha does move up to second. 1 out. Dylan Figueroa steps up. First pitch he sees is a fastball that he fouls off right over our head for strike 1.
Any updates on the score?
Not since the last one.
0-1 pitch now to Figueroa. Breaking ball. That one was hanging, but it fooled him 0-2.
It did, as Figueroa was not looking for that ball.
Must have missed out. That was a pretty good pitch, 1-2.
That was a very good 2-strike pitch. Very good 2-strike pitch. Right at the knees or a hair below it. Hasn't really called anything below the knees. 1-2 to the Bear DH.
Breaking ball, loses it upstairs, 2-2.
Yeah, did not have a good feel for that one. Slid out of his hand and was not able to get on top of that breaking ball. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Swung on and fouled back over the concession stand. Actually off the top of it.
Wow. Bottom of the fourth, 5-5 now, Taff.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Toombs County's got runners at the corners with only 1 out. Tucker McDonald on the mound for Vidalia. So 5-0 in the top half, and just like that, it is 5-5. Very good baseball over there. Very big-time rivalry.
As Colony Watson's got him picked off. Throw to Landon Anderson's in time for the out.
That's only 2.
It's only 2 outs.
And he played it off well there. Played it off well. And he kind of leaned into the dugout meshing right there. Had a quick word with Coach Griffiths, and so we're back at it. Colony Watson toes the rubber again. Very good inside move there. Caught Magatha trying to steal third. 2-2 here to Figueroa.
Line to Grayson Hall. He dives. Oh, my goodness, what a play.
Man.
It don't get no finer than that right there, folks.
It does not, as this place just erupted in a huge momentum shift in favor of Appleton County as Grayson Hall made a web gem. Figueroa barreled it up, lined it off in between Grayson Hall and second base, and that ball was moving away from Hall, actually, towards second base. Outstretched as much as you could be. Full extension. Ball hopped one time. Hall snagged it midair. Was able to get back to his feet and throw a strike to first base for out number 3. So great way to end top half of the fourth there. You catch Magatha between second and third, and then a web jam to end it. Send the Pirates to the bottom half of the fourth. Still some work to do here in Appleton County. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
See Rents and Rents Insurance on South Main Street in Baxley or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Everyone at South Georgia Insurance Associates wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team a fantastic season. South Georgia Insurance Associates is an independent agency bringing the best in auto, agribusiness, recreational vehicle, church, flood, and business insurance to Baxley and surrounding areas. They work with many different insurance companies to find a plan that's perfect for you. You can learn more about the services and resources that South Georgia Insurance Associates offers and request a quote online at sgiainsurance.com. That's sgiainsurance.com. Go Pirates.
All right, welcome back. J.E. Sykes in the box, and he's going to face Harris. First pitch misses, and we was talking during the break, and it just don't get no better than that play that Grayson Hall just made. I wish everybody could have seen it.
Very difficult play as it is. The short hop that the ball took. It's tough fielding standing upright, much less stretched out horizontally. But young man's extremely good with the leather, has been his entire Pirate career. And that fastball to Sykes is fouled off over the first base bleachers, evens the count at 1-1. But yeah, Grayson Hall is about as good as it gets when it comes to fielding a ground ball, defensively sound, and making web jams like that.
J.E. Sykes, 1-1 to count here. That one's going to be way outside and all the way to the backstop, but you don't see a whole lot of Stone behind the plate.
You sure don't. And credit to Stone there. That breaking ball took a very wide turn, as it was the sweeping breaking ball there from Harris. So 2 balls and 1 strike, bottom of the fourth. Still 1-0 here in favor of the Pirates.
2-1 fastball. He's very consistent with giving that pitch just a little bit off the plate, and you can't argue it. He's been consistent with it all day.
He has. He's given probably 3 to 4 inches off the outside part of that plate. 2-2 here to J.E. Sykes.
And that one's going to be hit out into right field. We know that sun can be trouble with the wind, but Williams was able to pull it in for out number 1.
That's going to bring up Caden Walls. 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Very good at bat. His first plate appearance. Ended with a line drive single back up the middle.
Not for that, Ellie.
Pulled his head off of that one on the swing. 0-1.
Sure did. Swung at ball 1. Fastball up and in. between the letters and his chin. Had some late movement.
Fouled off over the Pierce County dugout on the first base side. It's 0-2 quickly.
Walls with the aggressive nature.
One on and missed.
Strike 3 and out number 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. It's going to bring up Isaac Edenfield. Walked in his first plate appearance.
That one's going to be around the ankles. First pitch will be a ball, 1-0. 1-0 your score. Appleton County leads, bottom of the 4th. Ground ball hit towards the third baseman. Going to be a tough play. Royer's going to be on the run. Throws it across in time for out number 3, and that was a quick bottom half of the 4th inning there, Mason.
Sure was. Another score update from Vidalia, Georgia. Into the 4th inning, they are knotted up at 5 apiece there. So nothing was able to come from the one-out threat with the runners at the corners. 5-5 in Vidalia. 1-0 here, heading to the top half of the 5th. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Altamaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Altamaha Oil. Murray Oil and Altamaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley. Or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Identify yourself.
WUFE and W244CR. Baxley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
All right, welcome back. Going into the top half of the 5th. And we needed runs to be a premium in this game, and it's been exactly that, as 1-0 is the score in favor of the Pirates. First pitch misses low.
That same pitch that neither side's got the entirety of the game,
especially to a tall kid like Royer. That one's going to be fouled straight back into the net.
7, 8, 9 due up for Pierce County here in the top half of the 5th. We've crept down into single-digit outs left for the Bears to tie this thing up.
Breaking ball hit on the ground out towards Nathan Griffith at second. He's going to field, throws it over to first in time for out number 1. Emmett Hall's going to be the batter now. Left-handed hitter for the Bears. I have him 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch going to be hit out in the air to Caden Walls. Ranges to his left, catches it right above his head for out number 2.
So 4-3 on out number 1, and then a F7 there for out number 2 is going to bring up McCook, who is 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Singled in his first plate appearance. Line drive into left field.
Fastball just below the knee. Gets the call, 0-1. That might be the very bottom of the strike zone. Very good pitch from Ewaldson. The breaking ball had him spinning out of the way, 1-1. I say spinning, he had to roll that front shoulder in. Back towards the catcher, 1-1 on the way. Way behind the fastball, 1-2. As we talked about it, you could say Collins struggled a little bit in the first, and I wouldn't even call it a struggle. Just had to throw a lot of pitches as he's not done much far statistically wise, giving up anything. But the later we've gotten this game, seems like the stronger he's getting. Grayson Hall ranges back behind second, and able to make the catch there. And it's 2 quick innings there, Mason.
That's nice to have, especially here late in the ball game. Started off a little rougher than he would have liked to, but Colony Watson, as we've said before, always finds it and always gets in that rhythm that's very tough to get him out of as an opposing team. But quick inning there. We're heading to the bottom half of the 5th. Appling County still leading this one 1-0. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Are you ready for a rewarding career? Georgia Allied Health Institute in Hazelhurst offers training that leads to real careers in the medical field. They offer day and evening classes as well as courses in a blended format, including on-site labs, online lectures, and externship experiences. Georgia Allied Health Institute also offers certification courses for medical professionals seeking to become eligible to test for certification. Give Georgia Allied Health Institute a call today, 770-370-7686, or visit them online at alliedhealthinst.com.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appling County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
All right, welcome back as Colin E. Watson's going to lead things off for the Pirates. First pitch to him, misses up in the zone, 1-0.
Very big inning here for the Pirates. You've got 1, 2, 3 due up. If you want some insurance runs, you need to start it here.
That fastball's in there for a called strike, 1-1.
As it was a little delayed, actually. I was curious as to what he was waiting on, but did indeed call it a strike. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Colin E. Watson.
That ball's going to be hit hard over towards the second baseman, and the sun got his eyes. He dropped it. Colin goes head first into first, and he's safe.
And head first into first half just really paints a picture of the ball player Colin E. Watson is, as we were talking during the break. Just as gritty and passionate about the game of baseball as it comes. He's one of those players that you wish you had 9 or 10 of, and you feel like you would have a chance at a state championship every year. Just one of those kids that is a great dude on the field and even better dude off the field, and works hard, doesn't talk a whole lot, stays to himself, but plays the game of baseball the right way.
That he does. He's going to reach to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th.
So you've got Nolan Sykes in as the courtesy runner for Colin. Drayson Hall in the box here, and you've got to think Hall's probably squaring around the front, as he's been a Swiss Army knife for the Pirates all year, kind of doing whatever they need him to do in that 2-hole. And right now, we need to move Nolan Sykes into scoring position to give Jason Griffiths and N.J. Nance an opportunity to drive him in. Cannot make any base running errors here.
Breaking ball is going to be up in the zone and inside,
as Grayson Hall does a very good job making sure that that ball does not hit his bat by any chance and swing the count in favor of the pitcher. So 1-0 to Hall. That breaking ball misses up and in.
Going to square around, gets down a great bunt down the first base line, throws it over to the first baseman, and he drops it. And that sun is playing havoc on Pierce County right now. It is, and the first baseman does not have any sunglasses. It's like playing at home in I say the Pirates are used to this. Pierce County may not have to deal with anything like this over there, but you can tell they're having a difficult time. McCook does have sunglasses on, but Emmett Hall does not have any on, and catcher came up. I say the pitcher fielded it, didn't he? Yeah, pitcher fielded it and just threw it right in the sun. And it was right in his chest, but he was looking right into the sun. He threw it in his chest, and that sun is setting right in line with first. Dason's going to square around, and he gets down a little push hit, and that's going to be a base hit, and he throws that right past the pitcher, and it's bases loaded for Appling County. And that right there, Taft, and people who are not very familiar with baseball and do not understand the bunt defenses that were on right there. First and second, nobody out. Your third baseman is more than likely staying home so you can have a chance at that force and get the lead runner there. So in that case, Harris on the mound is actually covering the third base side of the bag. Dason knew that and went ahead and pushed it in the 3-4 hole. Therefore, you've got the first baseman already staying home. The pitcher's automatically breaking to the third base line. There's nobody there to field it. So great job there by Dason. Breaking ball way outside, 1-0. I know that was a lot, very quick, but tried to unpack what was happening there. You explained it well. Dason couldn't have executed any better. Bases loaded opportunity here for Nance. Nobody out. Bottom of the fifth, a chance for Pirates to bust this thing open. 1-0, almost got a piece of Nance. 2-0. And there's nowhere to put him. 1-0 lead for your Pirates. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Bases full of Pirates and nobody out. Golden opportunity to get some insurance runs. The fastball catches the black on the outer half. 2-1. Sure is. And in this half inning, Pierce County has made two very costly errors that you usually do not see them make. Arguably three. Oh, no, two. Yeah. You'll be right. Yeah. Base hit by Dason. Dason was a hit just because of the bunt defense. So two very costly errors that are not made usually as Nance fouls that fastball right over our heads, even to count it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Really here in this situation, Taft, the one thing you cannot have is a strikeout. So that then turns to tie it into a ground ball, can get you out of the inning. Play the game here, try to elevate something, get it in the outfield, get that insurance run, or drive one back up the middle. Breaking ball hit off the end of the bat towards the first baseman, and he bobbles it. He's going to come home with it. Actually, he's going to put it in his pocket, throws it nowhere, and it's 2-0 Appling County. And just as we said, 2 errors turns into 3 costly ones there. So just giving good baseball teams extra opportunities. Past 2 weeks, it's been the Pirates giving them, and now we're able to finally get a little favor towards us. So 2-0. Pierce County is going to bring the infield in once again, trying to cut down that run at the plate, and that's going to draw a mound visit there from Coach Evans. I was beginning to wonder when he was going to go out there and try to, well, and it'll get a mound visit, but yeah, de-escalate this situation. There's not much you can say to Harris in this situation. He throwed the pitches to get out of the inning. Should have really and truly may have been out of the inning already, but that's exactly right. It's kind of what the Pirates did Tuesday night with Ty Hutchison on the mound. Ty Hutchison throwing a great game, getting the ground balls he needs to get. But you can control what you can control, and as hard as it is to say and swallow, Harris can do everything right on the mound, but if the guys behind him just boot routine ground balls, it hurts him and it hurts the team. But, yes, Harris has did his job and a little more. He's thrown a really good game. Very good game. So 2-0 is the score. Pirates leading. Bottom of the fifth. Still bases loaded. And no outs. Nate Livingston 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And with the infield in here,
the range of those infielders decreases dramatically. So anything that's halfway hit off the barrel will get through.
And it's going to be popped up down the right side. Looks like it's going to go foul, and it does.
0-1 here to Livingston. So infield stays in for the Bears. All you have to do is pretty much put the bat on the ball here. As long as you do not hit it directly at someone, it more than likely gets to the infield. 0-1 to Livingston. Harris comes set.
Hard line shot, foul down the left field line.
2 hops to fence. And another long strike there for Livingston. 0-2. As this Athens County faithful here is starting to really get into the game.
Got the pirate flag flying in the student section, waving it back and forth. Love to see it. I wish we'd see it all the time.
That's right. So 0-2 here to Livingston. Just play the game of baseball right here, young man. Try to put the ball in play.
Breaking ball stays alive. I think it's probably a ball, but, well, I know it was. But he fouls it off.
I'm talking about another gritty baseball player that just plays hard and plays the right way, and that's Nate Livingston. Does a great job behind home plate. He's got beat to death this year, but held up very solid back there. 0-2 to Livingston.
Another foul ball down the third base line. And, you know, if you're Livingston, even a pop fly into the outfield here with Grayson Hall speed on third gets you another insurance run. And that's really all you got to be thinking here is just get something in play and see if we can put another run on the board.
Yeah, anything works here as long as Appleton County is able to tally another run. You would like to extend this lead a little more. You know you have your ace on the mound, but every run helps, especially in a very tight game like this.
Swung on and missed on the fastball that was upstairs, and that is the first out of the inning.
So now you'll probably see the middle infield go back to at least medium depth, or if not all the way, to play for that double play. But no, they're not. Interesting, very interesting, because not taking anything away from Anderson, but he is not the most fleet of feet and is definitely one of the double play candidates in this Pirate lineup.
Now they go back.
There they go. They're retreating now. I was wondering when that was going to happen. I was very shocked that it didn't happen initially.
First pitch to Anderson is a breaking ball, but that's a call that we hadn't been seeing all night, but he got it that time, 0-1.
And I would agree with Coach Griffiths there, as he had to take his hat off on that one and scratch his head. So I did not agree with that one, as they thought it was a ball upstairs, too.
Breaking ball. Another one Anderson pulled his head out on, 1-2.
Yeah, he's got to stay back here. He's got the hands to get through the zone, and Harris isn't throwing with any great velocity, but just out on that front foot, pulling that head out.
Breaking ball outside, tried to get him to chase. Landon Anderson did not. And it's 1-2.
And you've got Emmett Hall shading his eyes from the sun over there at first now.
That one's going to be hit foul down the third base line. We've seen quite a few of those in this inning.
That we have.
And he leaned heavily on the breaking pitch.
He has.
Bottom half of the fifth.
And if you're Landon, you've got to be sitting on that fastball. Be very cautious of him elevating a fastball to you like he did Livingston. Would not surprise me one bit.
1-2 breaking ball, hit foul down the right side.
And that was a breaking ball that Anderson saw very well. Sat back on that one, was able to see it through the zone, but one he wished he could get back for sure.
He did this to Livingston. He went a lot of breaking balls, 3 or 4 in a row, and then he went back to that fastball that he elevated. Wouldn't shock me to see that here. As Because with the bases loaded, nobody out, you would sure like to get more than one run as a Pirate.
Yeah, even if it's only one more, but cannot go down here with a strikeout. 1-2 to Anderson.
And that's exactly what he did, was elevate a fastball, but he fought it off.
Yeah, did elevate it. He scored a very good 2-strike pitch there from Harris.
So still 1-2 count. Nance on first, Griffiths on second, Hall on third.
1 out, 2-0 Appleton County.
There's a breaking ball hit into the 5-6 hole and into left field for a base hit. They're going to wave Jason Griffiths. Here comes the throw into home, not in time.
And that is a 4-0 lead for your Appleton County Pirates there as Landon Anderson battled, spoiled several very good pitches and stayed in there and got another breaking ball and was able to stay back on it and keep that head in and hit a ground ball that had eyes through the 5-6 hole. Able to play 2 more for the Pirates. So 4-0 is your score. Bottom half of the 5th. Runners at first and second, and only 1 out. John Evans Sykes steps up to the plate.
Sykes looking to get back into the hot hitting ways as he was Wednesday night. 3 for his last 6. That one's going to be in the dirt as Nance got a late jump. He goes to third, and they call him out.
And if he would have reacted initially, he's got it and he knows it. He just got caught up and still almost got in there as he manipulated his body with the slide. But, yeah, if you hesitate any there, especially with the ball in front of Stone, he's got everything developing in front of him. You want to stay put if you do hesitate. But costly base running mistake there. Second out of the inning.
Might have got a little help there, 2-0.
As that has been that pitch that neither side has gotten very consistently tonight. Fastball right below the knees. It's a very good pitcher's pitch, and back in my day, I was very grateful when I did get that call.
Ground ball hits to the shortstop. He's going to field it with a backhand. Short hops the first baseman, and he's not able to come up with a clean, and it's first and second now for the Pirates.
So Joe Sykes is able to reach on the E6. And Taft, that is 4 costly errors now this half inning for the Bears. It sure is. Going to give Caden Walls an opportunity here, but not before we get a pinch runner for Jay Sykes.
Like I'm going to go E3 there.
Not Jay Sykes, but Landon Anderson.
I believe a lot of first basemen will probably make that play, and maybe that's the coach Kyle Miller coming out in there. He's definitely going to give that to the first baseman, but you could argue it both ways. Either way, it's an error that is big.
Costly. Yeah, we've got an error. We'll have it in 2 different places, but for sure an error on the scoreboard. So it's 4 of them for the Bears this half inning, and just cannot do that in this kind of baseball game. So Garrison Turner comes in as a pinch runner out at second base for Landon Anderson, getting some better wheels that can score on a base hit shallow in the outfield, and that fastball misses inside to Caden Walls. 1 ball and no strikes here. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Appleton County's played at 3. Now clings to a 4-0 lead.
And I changed it the more I think about it.
Runners at first and second.
1-0 swung on, hit up in the air, out into right field. Right fielder Williams is going to pull it in for out number 3. The Pirates put up a crooked number, and they score 3 here in the bottom half of the 5th and take a 4-0 lead. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7, The Big Wolf.
Hey, y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election, and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton, and I approve this message.
They They take the pain out of propane. Sykes Propane in Baxley is here to take care of all your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Sykes Propane also sells Warming Trends fire pits, Peterson Real Fire gas logs, Renai water heaters, Generac generators, and True Flame grills and outdoor kitchens. Owners Daniel and Danny Sykes are looking forward to serving you soon. Sykes Propane, located at 2174 Hatch Parkway South in Baxley. Give them a call at 912-367-1151.
There are many ways to establish a working relationship with your bank. Let us help you find the perfect relationship here at Community Bank of Georgia. Our knowledgeable staff is committed to forming a relationship with each customer to provide a sense of unity to obtain the highest level of customer service. Whether you are opening a checking account for your children or opening your first business, experience relationship banking the way it used to be here at Community Bank of Georgia. Come see me, Perry White, or any of our courteous staff at Community Bank of Georgia at 700 West Parker Street in Baxley.
Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Colin E. Walton still on the mound for the Pirates. He's going to have to face 1, 2, and 3 here. Chance Williams, Caden Williams, and Jonathan Stone. First pitch was in the dirt, and that one's going to miss a little bit low as well. And Williams ahead here 2-0. Pirates just put up a 3 spot in the bottom half of the 5th. That pushes it to a 4-0 lead for Appleton County. That one will catch the zone, 2-1. Swung on, popped up foul over the first base dugout. That pitch is going to be swung on and foul tipped. Livingston couldn't quite hold on to it. Fastball misses outside. Runs the count full. Score update, Jeff Davis up 4-0 over Worth. Wow. That was a very good pitch, and honestly have no idea where it missed unless he's calling it low. Yeah, I have no idea on that one either. So that will be a leadoff walk. Yep, Chance Williams on with the leadoff walk. His first time reaching base this afternoon. Swung on, fouled straight back. It's a very aggressive approach here from Caden Williams. You just want to get an out here, as we've seen the speed that both the Williams possess. Going to be a tough double play candidate. Sure will be, unless the ball is hit on the nose. And that's going to be a ground ball hit over to Landon Anderson. He's going to play back on it. Throws a short hop to Edenfield. And going to get him at first for out number 1. Yeah, and that's another one of them balls you've got to charge right off the bat. You get that big hop, you got to see it and come get it. As Anderson flirted with it there and actually took that step back, and it almost cost him. That it did. As it was bang-bang at first, as we just mentioned his speed. And he almost used it to reach there, but we got the out. So Stone is up 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Wow. Does look like, and he calls that a strike. Wow. So does favor the upper part of the zone there. 0-1 here to Stone. Chance Williams out at second base. Swung on and missed, a little behind a fastball. 0-2. What did Stone do in his second at bat there, Kyle? 0-2 here to Stone. Flew out to the right fielder. That's right, the Jack. That is correct. So 0-2 pitch. Low, and it's 1-2. So 1-2 here to Jonathan Stone. Chance Williams, the Pierce County base runner, out at second. 4-0 in favor of Appleton County. We're in the top half of the 6th here. 1-2 swung on and missed, and that'll be out number 2.
Going to bring up Caden McGatha here with 2 outs.
That was Colin Ewalton's 8th strikeout on the day.
2 outs. Caden McGatha, the batter. Jones Taylor on deck.
If you get a score update, let us know.
I will. McGatha 1 for 2 on the afternoon.
Good looking fastball there. Had to be right on the black outer half, 0-1.
In the bottom half of the 6th, Trayvon Harris with a solo shot to put Toombs County up 6-5.
Great news. As that pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play. And it's 0-2.
Here to McGatha.
Pick off attempt. Nothing happening.
Keeping him honest. Very good wheels out there at second base. You don't want to get caught up with him. As you'd like to say that run doesn't mean anything. All the runs mean something this late in the game, but you do not want to be focused on him.
0-2 breaking ball up in the zone. 1-2. Now, Colin has really struggled to get that curveball down in the zone. Most of the time when he missed, it's been up. I'm sure he'll tell us the same as he elevated a fastball, got the swing in the miss, and then gets another fist bump out of Colin. And love to see the emotion, and that's out number 3. Going to go into the bottom half of the 6th, leading 4-0. You're listening to Pirates following 9-6-7 of his war.
Omaha Building Systems is proud to support our Pirates. They do bid projects and design builds from the site work to the finished project. They can assist with engineering and design to help you build to your needs while cutting unwelcome design costs. Omaha Building Systems is licensed and insured, and they've been in business for over 24 years. Owners Robert Tillman and David Barber are looking forward to hearing from you. Give Omaha Building Systems a call, 912-366-8486.
Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service is Baxley's trusted auto repair shop. Their skilled and professional team is committed to getting you back on the road without breaking the bank. They do everything from oil changes and tire rotations to battery work and mechanic work, and they offer a 24-hour wrecker service. They even haul heavy equipment. Located on US 1 north of Baxley. Livingston's Garage, locally owned and operated. Give Livingston's Garage and Wrecker Service a call today, 367-2459. That's 367-2459.
Play ball!
Woody Folsom Ford is always proud to support the Pirates. When it comes to financing, selection, service, and sales, the team at Woody Folsom Ford knows how to hit it out of the park. Round the bases to Woody Folsom Ford in Baxley and see for yourself.
Let's go!
New or pre-owned, bling or budget, big or small, Woody Folsom Ford has them all. And ask about the lifetime powertrain warranty. It all starts when you talk to Woody.
It's gone!
Go Pirates!
All right, welcome back. Bottom half of the 6th. Pirates leading this one by a score of 4-0. Appleton County scored 1 in the first. Went scoreless in the second, third, and fourth. Then put up a 3 spot in the 5th.
Got a new arm on the mound fast. Looks like Caden McGatha is coming in and relief work. Jackson Harris's night is over.
The first time we've seen Caden on the mound. Do we know who went to left field?
I cannot see that very well, but it looks like a left-handed glove, and that would be Jones Herron more than likely. Let's see. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That is what I thought after I went back and looked. So Herron did stay in center field. You've got Caden Williams moving over to left field. And I believe we were just told Garrett Stevenson comes in, and he's your new right fielder.
That pitch is hit well out in the center field. But Herron has good wheels, and he drops that ball.
Wow. as I did not see it. Was it on the transfer? And I believe Coach Evans will argue that, and I would too.
He snow cones that, and as it is almost simultaneous is what I look like I said. So we'll see what the call ends up being. But home plate umpire very quickly said safe, as in the ball dropped. And if I'm not mistaken, he just put Coach Evans out. I believe he did. As he gave the hand motion. So.
He did, but Evans is staying in the dugout. He might have confined him to the dugout.
So Edenfield is standing on first. And I believe they're going to keep the call the same. Trying to see what's happening here. It looks like we're just getting the umpires writing a couple things down on the lineup card. Colin Ewalton's going to be the batter. Isaac Edenfield's over at first.
So another error there for Pierce County. They're adding up tonight.
That they are. I'll have to look and see how many that is total.
Back to the top of the lineup here. Colin Ewalton. Breaking ball there. In there for a called strike. 0-1 here to Ewalton. He hit the ball on the nose 2 times tonight with nothing really to show for it.
That pitch looked pretty good, but caught a ball.
I believe it was outside.
Yeah, I just caught the tail end of it, and the catcher did a good job of framing it, I'm sure.
He did. Stone got his shoulders out, kept the ball in between his shoulders. 1-1 here to Ewalton. Choked up on the bat a little.
Way upstairs with that one, 2-1. And good time for Isaac Edenfield to hit that ball as well as he did the center on the one that he dropped.
That he did. And like we said numerous times before, Isaac Edenfield was one of the hotter sticks in this Pirate lineup last year during the playoffs.
Pick off attempt, goes back in head first, safe, pretty close.
Let's go, Sevens. Let's go, baby.
Okay. 2-1. High fly ball hit out into center field. Center fielder Herons drifting back. And he catches it about 10 foot short of the center field fence. And that'll be out number 1. That ball was hit well.
Yeah, that ball was touched. As Colin pulls that baseball, he's trotting around the bases right now. This is 6-0 ball game, but hits it to the deepest part of the ballpark.
That's why they call it the graveyard. There's a lot of places that ball may be gone.
For sure.
3-step lead for Edenfield. Pick-off attempt, and, man, that was close. And they're safely. First pitch to Grayson Halls, up and away, 1-0. And Magatha seems to be struggling to find his own. Another score update. It looks like Jeff Davis is about to secure their region championship, as they are in a 4-0 ball game, looking to sweep Worth County. And he calls that a strike as he picked it up off the top of the dirt.
That's bad, Luke. That is bad.
So 1-1 to count. And that's one of the few I've really disagreed with all night. He's been pretty consistent. That's it right back to the pitcher, Magatha. He sails that into center field. And everybody's got to be safe as Pierce County is just committing error after error, and it is coming back to haunt them.
Error number 6 in roughly 2.5 or 3 innings there, Taft.
It is, and it's very uncharacteristic of this baseball team from what I've seen in 2 games.
And years past, they're always disciplined. The one thing you can count on is Pierce County not beating themselves, and that's exactly what you're seeing tonight.
So that's going to bring Dason Griffiths into the box with 1 out. Runners on first and second. 4-0 lead for the Pirates. And that one's going to be spiked into the dirt all the way to the backstop. Not much Stone could do there. And now Dason has 2 ducks on the pond.
So an E8 followed by an E1, then followed by a wild pitch. And you've got runners at second and third here with only 1 out. In the heart of your lineup, if you're the Pirates, you cannot like this situation much more, as Pierce County is going to bring that infield in, trying to cut down any more runs. And it wouldn't shock me here to see them walk Dason with 1 out already, but looks like they're going to pitch to him.
That fastball is a little bit outside, but he's been consistent with that pitch, 1-1.
Dason 1 for 3 on the afternoon.
And that's another one got spiked in the dirt.
Great job by Jonathan Stone. Can't give this kid enough credit, as most of the ones that get past him are registered as wild pitches, as he has very few pass balls.
And that was an excellent stop. That ball hit 3 or 4 foot in front of the home plate. He just broke it down, caught it off the chest protector. 2-1. Breaking ball is a called strike 2.
Wow.
And I didn't have much to say about this home plate umpire throughout the whole game, but boy, these last couple of innings, it's gotten questionable, if we're being nice.
There's no doubt it's got questionable.
Man, that ball's hit hard right past the shortstop and off his glove. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And it's 6-0, Appling County.
And the wheels have officially fell off for the Pierce County Bears. That's error number 7. And they're just rattled. And Dason Griffiths with another heads-up play there. He saw nobody was remotely close to second base. They were all focused on that second run coming around third base, and Dason took second base with nobody even getting to the bag to attempt to tag him. So things that have normally not went in the Pirates' favor are going in their favor tonight. And we now have a 6-0 lead here in Appling County.
N.J. Nance will be in the box.
And Toombs County is victorious. We do have a final there.
As that pitch is going to be hit on the ground out towards the second baseman. Takes a wild hop. But Williams does a great job to pull that in and get the out at first. And that's out number 2.
So 4-3 on that put out. With Toombs County being victorious, Pirates need to hold on here. Do not need to allow 10 or more runs. And we're looking at another region championship, Taft.
We are. That breaking ball is going to miss outside, and I'm going to see if I can confirm that will be the case 100%. And I think you'll know in the dugout whenever the last out is recorded whether or not that's the case.
Yes,
everybody 99.9%.
Everybody's keeping an eye on that game, or was until it went final. Was that fastball from the gap and misses up in the zone? And if you've been a pitcher that's towed the rubber the night for Pierce County, this is just a tough one to swallow, as a defense that is usually as sound as it gets behind you has let you down tonight.
Well, that pitch is hit high and deep out into the left field, but it's going to be in foul territory, I believe. No, he caught that in fair territory. And that'll be out number 3. And Pierce County is going to be down to their final 3 outs. 6-0 lead for the Pirates. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Trinity Electrical Services is proud to provide the absolute best in industrial and commercial lighting. Folks from all around trust Trinity. They set the industry standard in industrial and commercial contracting work, including sports field lighting and airfield construction. Give owner Chad Hutchinson a call today. 912-366-7773. Again, that number, 912-366-7773. Trinity Electrical Services, located at 2317 Golden House West, Suite 4 in Baxley.
Looking for the perfect manufactured or modular home? Look no further. Introducing Uri's Home Center, your premier manufactured home dealer serving Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee. At Uri's Home Center, we're committed to finding you the ideal manufactured or modular home that fits your lifestyle and budget. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a growing family, or looking to downsize, we have the home for you. Call us today, 912-240-0111, or visit us on the web at uris.com. That's YUREZZ.com. Promotional offers and availability may vary. See store for details.
This is Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge. Appleton County has always been my home. The Appleton County Pirates have always been my hometown team. Roots are what bind a community, and they run deep in this Appleton County resident. The Appleton County Probate Court documents your roots, and with each new birth, those roots continue to grow. I desire to honor my roots by serving the citizens of Appleton County. Honor your roots this election. Make your voice heard, and re-elect Gretchen Bailey, Appleton County Probate Judge.
Paid for by the candidate.
Welcome back. Going into the top half of the seventh. As my partners walked over there to confirm the information we want to give you. We don't want to give you any bad info. So we get that, we will let you know. And where we would stand in the region standings if this score holds up. But Pierce County's going to have 3 outs to work with here. And it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up. It's going to be Heron, Figueroa, and Royer, assuming there's no pinch hitters. So the left-handed Heron is going to be the first batter, and he's going to face Colin Ewalton trying to get the complete game here. As that one not sure where that missed. If you compare that to some of the other calls that he made, 1-0 is the count. That one is, I guess, on the upper half of the zone, 2-0. We do need 3 outs. That's what I need to know. So 2-0. That's 3 pitches that I thought was in the zone, and I think that's going to get a coaching visit from Coach Mercer. And that's just to calm Colin down as he thinks that can get you frustrated to the point that you just threw 3 pitches you thought was in the zone.
Squeeze the zone now, Blue.
So 3-0 will be the count. And the Pirates do have some action down there in the bullpen. I have Colin around the mid-90s mark in pitches. So they will allow him to get as many as he can here, I'm sure, unless he gets in trouble in the process. That one is right down Broadway, 3-1. And I could argue that is 3 strikes already. But Blue says it is not. That one's going to be outside. That'll be a leadoff walk.
So there we go. That last pitch of that at-bat is probably the first true ball. Maybe second. We'll give it a little grace.
I could argue the first one.
Maybe second, but definitely the first for sure. So Jones here and down at first base. Dylan Figueroa in the box.
And that one's up in the zone, 1-0.
Figueroa is 0 for 2 on the afternoon.
That one's in there, and it's 1-1. You can tell, I think he took a little bit off of that. Make sure he got that one in the zone. Didn't want to fall behind 2-0.
1-1 here to Figueroa.
In the dirt, great stop by Livingston. 2-1.
That was a very fluid block. Came up with the dirt, balls, and everything.
I believe that's Ty Hutchison down there in the bullpen. As that one swung on and fouled back. That's who it sort of looks like.
What's the unofficial pitch count there on the Walsh?
Sure. Unofficial, that was 100.
So we've got 10-ish to play with. If he does hit the 110 mark, he can finish that batter. Then he would have to come out. But hopefully we will not have to cross that bridge.
And that one's going to be hit out in the left field. And he's drifting back, and he makes the catch for out number 1, and that was Caden Wall.
Once again, just playing great outfield there. And Pierce County's done swap things up. You got Coach Matt White actually went from the first base coaching box to the third base coaching box. And then you've got assistant coach Cameron Moore as well, who's actually stepped out of the dugout and taken over the first base coaching duties for Pierce. So Coach Evans in the dugout as that fastball is in there for a called strike at the knees to Cole Royer.
I'm assuming they confined him to the dugout. I haven't seen him leave, so I don't guess he was ejected. And that one's going to be low in the zone, 1-1.
Very similar pitch that was called a strike in the bottom half of the sixth. 1-1 here to Cole Royer.
That one's going to be foul, and it's 1-2.
So 2 outs away from.
He can get an out in these next couple of pitches.
It would be very fitting to see Colin Walton finish this thing right here.
That's the whole reason I said that. I would love to see him get the whole game here. And that one's going to be popped up in the right field.
Tough Sky.
As this guy is tough. Jack Carter is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And Pierce County is down to their final out. And the Pirates are 1 out away, Mason.
From a region championship.
From a region championship.
Another one at bat is. I just can't get over how blessed Appleton County has been over the past 20 or 25 years with baseball talent. And I believe word is getting around that this out right here is a big one.
It sure is. As that one's right down the middle. And Colin had a little extra oomph on that one.
He did.
And 1 the count. Colin out of the stretch delivers, fouled off and out of play, and Pierce is down to their final strike.
Here we go. 0-2 here. Emmett Hall in a very deep hole here. Down to their last strike are the Bears. And what more fitting than a strikeout to end the game?
And that pitch is going to be hit out in the right field. Jack Carter is under it. Appleton County is your 2024 region champs once again.
That they are. That's a very sweet thing to say and never gets old as you got several of the students hopping over the right field fence, coming to celebrate with the team. As we do need to go ahead and shake hands, keep this thing as classy as we can.
Absolutely.
You want to be happy and have every right to be excited, but it's a great job there by the coaching staff to tell them to get out of the way. Yes, sir. Finish this thing the proper way, and then you can celebrate all you want to.
Absolutely, but that will do it for the Pirates, and they will be your 2024 region champs.
As it was a tough one for sure, and I'll even go as far as thanking our friends down the road and once region foes, but today friends, Sims County Bulldogs and Coach James for not laying down when they were down 5-0 through 4. Fought back and with a Trayvon Harris solo shot, took the lead in the 6th and did not look back. That win opening the door for the Pirates to win tonight and secure that region championship.
That's exactly right. So we'll take a short break. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up. Pirates are victorious by a score of 6-0 over the Pierce County Bears. You're listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
Identify yourself. WUFE and W244CR. Bexley.
I like them even better now.
The greatest hits of all time. The Big Wolf 96.7.
You've reached Cody's cell phone. Please leave me a message after the beep and I'll call you back.
Hey man, listen, I know your trailer's busted and you want to borrow mine, but I'm going to need it this weekend. So just do what I did. Go to Down to Earth Trailers in Baxley. Their parts showroom is huge. They will hook you up with everything you need to get your trailer up and running like brand new. They have a huge selection. They've been in business for over 20 years, so you know they're in it for the long haul. Give Down to Earth Trailers a call at 877-363-3007.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
See Rinse and Rinse Insurance, South Main Street in Baxley, or call 912-367-1479 for all your insurance needs.
Let's go for a slice. Village Pizza in Baxley has the best pizza around. Everybody knows that, but did you know they've also got a variety of delicious cheese sticks, fresh sandwiches, and barbecue and hot wings? Why not treat yourself to the lunch buffet? It's chock full of just about everything your heart and stomach desires, and it's available from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. They've got a party room in the back, perfect for birthday parties and meetings. Village Pizza on North Main Street in Baxley, open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Give Village Pizza a call, 912-367-9851.
Getting only one fuel bill a month sure saves time and money, and that's just one of the many benefits since Murray Oil and Omaha Oil have teamed up. The combined businesses mean better pricing on most petroleum products. Be sure to fill up at the convenient key pumps just off South Main Street in Baxley, where all grades of fuel are available. And now when you need diesel, they make it easy to get your DEF fluid at the same time with their convenient DEF pump, only at Omaha Oil. Murray Oil and Omaha Oil, working together to better serve you.
When should you call Lisa Pierce at the Lisa Pierce Agency in Baxley? If you drive this. If you fly this. If you ride this. Lisa Pierce is serious about protecting your business investments and toys. Stop and see Lisa Pierce at 395 West Parker Street in Baxley, or call her at 912-367-4100. She makes it personal.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Are you ready to make the change to a career that empowers you to make a difference? Georgia Allied Health Institute in Hazelhurst is training students for high-paying, in-demand jobs that matter. They offer programs including patient care technician, ultrasound technician, phlebotomy technician, dialysis technician, medical assistant, and certified nursing assistant. They also offer a prep course for RN students who need to prepare for the NCLEX. Give Georgia Allied Health Institute a call today, 770-370-7686, or visit them online at alliedhealthinst.com.
Nothing beats that ride home after winning the big game, especially if you're riding home in your new ride from Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC. Woody's highly trained team has been coached to get you the most car for your money and the most money for your car. Let us go to bat for you. Whether you're looking for the latest, greatest, top-of-the-line sports car or a safe, sensible SUV to take the kids to and from the game, you'll find your perfect ride when you talk to Woody. Together, let's drive to Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC in Baxley.
If you're a Class A CDL holder with at least 2 years of experience, come on out and apply to Williams Brothers Trucking. WBT cares about the safety of their employees, and they want you as a part of their family. They offer great benefits, competitive pay, 401k, health care, and hauls that will have you back home every day. We look forward to working better together with you. Williams Brothers Trucking wants to wish the Appleton County Pirate baseball team good luck this season, and go Pirates.
Hey y'all, this is Appleton County Sheriff Mark Melton, proud supporter of our Pirate baseball team. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you as sheriff. I'm seeking re-election and I'm counting on your vote. When it comes to serving and protecting the citizens of Appleton County, my staff and I will crowd the plate and swing for the fences every single time. So help us hit a home run this election season. I'm Sheriff Mark Melton and I approve this message.
All right, welcome back as we are here wrapping this one up on what is a wonderful night to be a Pirate fan as there's still a few region games to play, but this one's going to lock it up for the Pirates, and they will be your region champs this year, and they will get the 1 seed going into the playoffs, which is huge. That it was, because as things were unfolding there, Taft, we're second there. We were staring the 2 seed or 3 seed right in the eyes. We sure was. More than likely a 3 seed. Yeah, after everything was said and done. But luckily, our region foes down the road, Toombs County Bulldogs, took care of business. Scared us for the majority of the game. It came up big when it mattered, but even better, Pirates capitalized on extra opportunities tonight, and probably one of the more uncharacteristic games I've ever seen from a Pierce County team in my tenure watching high school baseball, as they finished with 8 errors. And I don't think in my time watching Pierce County baseball, they haven't done anything like that. That's exactly right. As I think we got some interviews here. All right, got Dason Griffiths, and Dason, I'll probably ask y'all all the same thing, I'm sure, but what a big win tonight. But how does it feel to be region champs?
It feels great. You know, me and the boys, we never stopped working. We never put our head down. We overcome a lot of adversity, and like I said, we just grew as a team, trusted one another, and never backed down. And, you know, normally if you trust your boys and you continue to work, you always have good outcomes.
That's exactly right, and congratulations from me and Mason and this whole Pirate fan base. It's been a joy to watch all of y'all play, and we still got some work to do. Got a few more games before we get into the playoffs. We'll get into the playoffs and see what we can get done there.
Yes, sir.
So congrats on the big win here tonight. Thank you, Dason.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, looks like Colin Ewaldson. As I hadn't gave any stat lines, but Colin got the full complete game, shutout, 7 innings, 2 hits, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. Can't ask for a much better line than that, but I'll ask you the same thing I asked Jason. How does it feel to be region champs?
Oh, I mean, it feels awesome. 2 years in a row. I mean, that was goal number 1, but we're not done yet.
Absolutely not, as we still got some big games coming up in front of us, but getting that 1 seed was big.
That was huge, yes, sir.
And congrats to you. I couldn't see the ball down the line there. Was it foul?
I think it was fair. I mean,
I thought
it looked good to me.
I thought it was as well. Just one of them unfortunate breaks.
Sir.
But congrats, and thank you, Colin.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
All right, Landon Anderson had a big hit with 2 RBIs here in this game on what was a pretty good pitch by the pitcher. Was able to line it off into the gap and got us 2 more RBIs. But how's it feel to be region champs?
Feels pretty good. I mean, you know, this is my first year being on varsity, and to come through like that with 1 out, it felt really good.
That's good. You got Mason standing over here telling him to smile. But, yeah, you should on a night like that. But congratulations, Landon, and let's go win some more when we get in the playoffs.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Now we got Coach Griffiths getting on the mic. And, Coach, what a night it is to be a Pirate.
Yeah, man. Locking in that 1 seed is huge. You know, did it a little bit differently, but so had to get a little bit of help, but we got it, and we did what we had to do tonight. First off, I want to thank Pirate Nation, student section in right field, the student section in the bleachers, all the fans that came out tonight. We fed off that energy, and it was huge, and we sure do appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we were kind of sweating over here. We checked the score. It was at 1 point, 5-0, I tell you. And we were like, uh-oh. And then all of a sudden we looked again, and it was 5-5. I said, okay.
We got a shot.
We can breathe a little bit. But, yeah, I was just going to kind of give you the mic and let you say whatever you needed to say. But I was going to tell you, too, congratulations. That's huge. I think it's a year that we've battled a lot of adversity at times and, you know, have come out on top. Still got work to do.
That's right.
But
the goal at the beginning of the season is to lock in that 1 seed. And for us to get that accomplishment, get that knocked out, it gives us a better path in the playoffs and allows us to host some playoff games here in Baxley, Georgia, and the Pirate Nation gets to come out and support again. That's what it's all about. We had a good good rec night with all the kids and just followed up with this win. I just can't be more happy and proud of my coaches and proud of these seniors and proud of this team.
Well, congratulations, Coach, from me and Mason, and I'm sure I can speak for all of Pirate Nation on the job y'all done this year. Good luck the rest of the way.
I thank you guys. I love you guys. Appreciate what you do and what you do for Pirate Nation. And as always, go Pirates, baby.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Got some good interviews and Coach Griffiths and Mason. It feels good to be region champs again. I can say that much. That it does. And my bad, Staff. I went MIA there for a second because I did not see Colony Walton coming over here, and I was going to get him. And it turns out that he took the long way around, and I believe used the bathroom, but glad he found his way over here. Glad he got to see that one through there at the end of the game on the mound and got to finish that one out. But, yeah, like I said beforehand, right before we sealed the deal, Appleton County, just don't take it for granted, folks. If you keep up with baseball, if you don't keep up with baseball and you just see these accolades stacking up, Appleton County's been blessed, Taff, and you know it just as well as I do. You've followed it for much longer than I have. Heck, this May makes 8 years that I graduated from high school, and I was keeping up with it before that and obviously after I graduated. But the amount of talent that we have in this small county that we do live in, the amount of talent that's in South Georgia when it comes to baseball is, I would go out on a limb and say we could compete with anybody in the state if you were to put these few counties together. And you've got ball clubs down here that can compete with anybody in the state on any given night when they're on their game and they don't beat themselves. But, yeah, folks, do not take this for granted as you see it just another one. Don't take it and don't think of it as just another one. There's a lot of hard work, a lot of long nights, a lot of dedication, and then a lot of execution that goes into these things. 100%. Congratulations to these players and congratulations to these coaching staffs. If I challenge all these Appleton County fans, even ourselves, to get out here and support this Pirate team, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. You cannot take this for granted. It can easily flip and go back the other way, and all of a sudden you can be sitting there trying to find a 4 seed every year. That's going into the playoffs, and we're usually battling for a 1 seed, and that's credit to Coach Griffiths and other coaches in the past, but especially what Coach Griffiths is doing. Yes, we just cannot take it for granted, and you got to be grateful for what you got right now. That's exactly right, and I'll be the first one to tell you, all good things do come to an end, and there's going to be a time where this Pirate baseball team is the one fighting for a 3 seed or a 4 seed, and that's even more motivating for you to get out here, support these guys, because there's going to come a time where we are not on top and we are not dominant, but that's where it's going to come in. The community gets behind these guys. The crowd gets behind these guys, and we're going to need it that much more when we simply do not have the talent we've always been blessed with on the field, and that time's going to come. That time is not now, though, and your Pirates are 2024 region champs once again. And, it gets sweeter every time I say it. It takes me back to when I played high school ball, and we won several during my tenure. But, Appleton County baseball, man, is blessed to be a part of it, blessed to play for this program for a little bit, and then blessed to be on this side of it and watch it with no dog in the fight and no bias whatsoever, but just enjoy this program, enjoy this community. We love Appleton County, and, we support the community, and you play for much more than what's on the back of your jersey. You're also playing for what's on the front, too. Absolutely. And playing for the front has got us another region championship, and congratulations once again to these Appleton County Pirates, and congratulations to Appleton County as a whole, as we still got some work to do. We got Brunswick coming up next week and Valdosta. We do. So that's going to be a test on both ends of the spectrum, but it'll be a good warm-up going into the playoffs. As that 1 seed definitely helps you out. You're going to get at least one game series at home. If you can win that one, probably get a second one at home. Hopefully so. Or, well, you would get a second one at home, but because it'll be a 2 and 3 seed matchup. So if you can win that first round, you're definitely getting 2 at home. Yeah, you win the first round, you're guaranteed 2 rounds at home.
And come playoff baseball time, that is huge. Home field advantage means a lot, but I can assure you that it means so much more during playoff time.
That it does. As I was trying to see who would be your other one seed in the bracket if you got to one, and it's looking like Banks County would be your other one seed. Getting the one seed out of this region seems to be the one that you wanted to get.
That's right. As we had went over time and time again, that 3 seed was going to have the gauntlet, and that's an understatement. If everything plays out the way that we intended it to, Jeff Davis, very rough.
Jeff Davis, Toombs, North Cobb, Callaway, Athens Academy, and Rutland all in that one bracket.
Yeah, that is
potentially.
Yeah, that is, if you follow March Madness and you were a UConn fan, that was what you thought when you looked at UConn's part of the bracket.
That's if it was to finish today, just like it sits. Now that's subject to change, but that could potentially be your bottom right bracket, and that is not the route you want to take.
Not the one you want to be in. And if we did end up there, there's just, everybody puts on their pants just like we do. You'd have to take one game at a time, but you do get to breathe a little as you do not have to worry about that gauntlet.
You absolutely do not. So that's about going to do it here for us as we're going to wrap this one up. We'll be back in action again next week against Brunswick. We'll have to travel to Brunswick for that one. We will have it on air, and I do not have my schedule in front of me. I believe it's Tuesday, maybe.
If you give me one moment, I will confirm there.
But we want to tell Pirate Nation thank you for listening to us, allowing us to bring the coverage to you. We try to do it justice, and we will continue to do that. Be as fair and honest as we can, and we'll always be Pirate fans. Try to keep it as unbiased as we can, but at the end of the day, we bleed red and black, and we're always going to do that.
That we do. And I cannot find a schedule right off top, but I believe it is Tuesday, but we'll make that official. And if you do not follow the Appling County Dugout Club on Facebook, go give them a like, go give them a follow. They stay very on top of things, and you will see all the updates there.
That you will. So from Mason Parker and Taft Bond, that's going to wrap it up here for us. Appling County comes out on top by a score of 6-0, and they are your 2024 region champs. That's going to do it here for us. You've been listening to Pirate Baseball on 96.7 The Big Wolf.
You've been listening to Appling County Pirate Baseball on the Big Wolf 96.7. This broadcast has been brought to you by Community Bank, Rents Insurance, Sykes Propane, Down to Earth Trailers, Woody Folsom Ford, Woody Folsom Chevrolet Buick GMC, Uri's Home Center, Trinity Electric, Murray Oil, Village Pizza, South Georgia Insurance Agency, Williams Brothers Trucking, Healthy Community Center, the Lisa Pierce Farmers Insurance Agency, and Omaha Building Systems. Thank you to our sponsors.